is the principal of the Jackson Area Career Center, Dan Draper. Hi, Dan.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
I gotta raise my chair up a little bit.
Is school out for summer?
No, we still have today, tomorrow, and tomorrow's the official last day with students, and then Thursday was a half day with our staff. So
How's the end of the year going? Winding down just nicely?
it is. You know, I would say it is. It's kind of arrived a little bit faster, it seems like, this year than in years past. But if you were to ask an educator, what's this time of year, the word that you always hear, the nasty four-letter word is busy.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually want to say there's a different word I'm going to use, and it's reflective, because I think as a teacher or an educator, we get caught up in the hustle and bustle of the year ending, and we forget about what did this year bring us?
Mm-hmm.
What did this year, what happened this year? And have a chance to step back and take a moment to think about, look back at September and just walk all the way back through up until now and think about the things and the accomplishments that students were able to do.
A lot of firsts for you this year,
We
Dan.
did, we did. And with a lot of firsts means a lot of time and effort that goes into those firsts. So it was pretty cool. I would say the one that pops in my head right off the get-go is the aesthetics program. Aesthetics was new, and it's a new space. You got a good picture here on the screen. And I call it the sunshine room because where it is placed in the building, it's on the east side of the building. So every morning the sun, as it comes up, it just fills the space with sun. And so, of course, the students, every time I walk by, they're like, hey, you didn't stop by the sunshine room. Yeah, I know, I need to. So very cool, and we're very excited about this program. It's a very busy program, and it's a growing field.
Wow, look at all those great smiles.
Yeah.
Happy students. I think they're going to be happy when they find out that I heard you're stopping and getting a cake to bring back to the school for all the kids.
No, that's not who the cake's
not
for.
the kids.
No, that's not.
I gave them cupcakes last Friday.
No, they're good.
They're good.
You this year you also saw an increase in percentage of students that qualify for the Michigan-based certificate.
Yeah, so we had the certification process is a big push right now by the state of Michigan, and it's also a push by our school board of what can we produce, what are our students producing that has a tangible credential attached to it that's based off the industry. And last year was the first year the state really started pushing it, and so we got on the bandwagon and said, all right, what do we need to do to start doing that? And so it took a lot of forethought by our programs, our teachers, our instructors to start looking at how can we include these certifications, and in the reality that not every one of our students is ready for that certification. A good one, for example, is our cosmetology license. We've been offering that for years, and it's a big commitment. I mean, 1,500 hours between the 11th and 12th grade and evenings. Some of the students last year did the summer option. That's a big commitment. But we also have some students that don't actually go to the state and get that license, unfortunately. Some other ones that are a little bit quicker to turn around would be like our IT programs, and they are practicing those certifications throughout the year. They go and do their test, they get their credential, done. And it's in their hands right pretty much as soon as they hit submit. I mean, it's that quick. So yeah, it's really exciting.
And you actually have students that are working on the job while they're learning on the campus.
Yeah, our work-based learning, I always call it co-op. I think traditionally we've called it co-op. Internship is another word you'll hear. Those numbers are big. I mean, kids are working, and I think companies are realizing, especially the kids out of the Career Center, these are students that have been in that field from a academic standpoint because of the programs that we offer. So they've learned those industries. Maybe they're learning as they're going, but they actually have a little bit more knowledge to them than just somebody maybe walking in off the street. And the companies are responding. You know, I had, as I was driving in, listening to the radio, Vision Tire, it was on the commercial, and I was like, I just talked to Darren. Darren called me out of the blue 2 weeks ago. Hey, do you have any kids in auto ready to do some co-op? I mean, that's just an example of coincidence, right? As I'm driving in today, hey, I just talked to Darren. But that's the reality that we have at the Career Centers. Companies calling saying, you have the kids, you have that pipeline, how do we get into that?
We've got two of Earfine alumni in the booth right now running the show.
Yeah.
So we know that better, of course, than anybody here at JTV.
You brought a prop.
I did, and this is another. This isn't so much of a first as much as it is a continuation that continues to grow. So if our viewers out there have seen these signs, this past year we had given out 211 of these signs. 211. Now keep in mind we have about 1,000, just over 1,000 students.
Wow.
20% of our kids.
That's pretty good.
These aren't repeaters too. This is
Yeah.
one person that gets these. So we've been doing this now for I believe 3 years, and the Student of the Month was an idea that that really came about of how do we start marketing ourselves better to the community and showcasing what our kids are doing. The instructors are the ones that nominate these students. And it's a pretty simple nomination form, but you're talking about students who are doing good in the classroom, that are having the employability skills necessary for employment, and are just really, really good future employees. So excited for that.
Congratulations. And congratulations to those who are retiring from the Career Center. You got a few of those.
Yeah, we do. So I didn't count up what the combined years of service was, but I can tell you that without pointing out who, I can tell you we have a 29, we have a 39, and I want to say the other one's a 24, 25. But it's as we see them right now in the hallways, we're getting to hear some stories, some old stories from a long, long time ago, but it's neat to hear them reminisce about their experience at the Career Center and their memories that were made there.
How many seniors do you have this year that will be graduating on from the local schools?
So I think this year we had about 480 seniors. Something that we started to do, this is the second year of doing this, we call it Senior Celebration. It's, in a way, it's our version of graduation at the Career Center. Oftentimes a lot of these students don't get that same recognition maybe at a traditional graduation. Your valedictorians are going to be speaking,
Right.
your salutatorians might be speaking, but these are the students that have a game plan. They have a legit next step in line, whether that's going to military, whether that's going to college, whether that's continuing on with their co-op and working, or maybe it's work and college. These are the students that have a defined path. And we had this year 185, I think. Last year we were just about 100.
Oh, wow.
And this is something that we do not, other than we advertise during announcements, we don't push these kids to sign up to do this. This is all voluntary that the kids tell us, hey, I do have a plan. And then they have to show us proof. Hey, what's your acceptance letter or what's your job offer or whatnot. But they tell us that they want to be recognized at this ceremony. So we don't go door to door knocking saying, hey, what are you doing next year? You need to sign up for this. This is all on them.
That's great. Congrats to the kids, congrats to the team, and thanks for coming in today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having
Thanks,
me.
Dan.
Dan Draper, principal at the Jackson Area Career Center. Stay tuned, more of the morning show coming up.